Good morning, and thank you for joining us for SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton, and I am excited today to be joined by a resident at Campo Felice, Terry Jones. How are you this morning?
Good morning, man. And nice to see you. Nice to talk to you this morning.
Nice to see you and talk to you as well. I can't wait to hear your story. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you to the sunny state of Florida.
Well, honey, I was living in North Carolina, and I'd had some health issues. And my sister lives here in Fort Myers. She has a business here, and then I have another sister over in North Fort Myers. So she came up and she said, "Hey, you're coming to Florida." In 1 week, she had me down here.
Wow, that's awesome. How old is your
Honey,
sister?
my sister is 76. And my
Nice.
other sister is 83. So, but I have nieces and nephews here. And so my sister and my niece, they came looking for a place for me to come to. They went everywhere in Fort Myers. And they came here. They said, "That's it." They said, "This is it." Ryan was so helpful to them. And so my sister came to North Carolina on a Friday, on a Monday. On Friday, we were on the plane headed down here, sister.
Wow, that's fast. That's fast. Are they gonna move? Are they gonna move into Campo Felice with you?
Honey, I'm working on that. I'm working on that because they're both in houses, and I'm telling them they don't need to be in a house when you can be here and enjoy. We have beautiful dining,
Oh
fabulous
yes.
food. Food is
Very
incredible.
jealous, very, very jealous of your dining experiences. That's the one thing that I can say that they rave about, and the residents that I've spoken with rave about is your food.
And look, and who needs to go out shopping for food and when you can have
Right.
fantastic breakfast, dinner, entertainment, got a fantastic view. I had a wonderful house in North Carolina, but it was in between two small towns. Here I've got neighbors. We keep our doors open on the hall. People go up and down the hallway. Hey neighbor, how you doing? What's happening?
I love it.
People
It's
come
like,
in and out. We have coffee. It's a good life. I'm really enjoying it.
I love
And
that.
as you get older, you need to be around people. And the people in this building, I would like to go to each one of them and find out some of their stories. You
Well,
know.
we will feature more residents so you can hear their stories. So tell me some stuff about yourself, about your life from North Carolina.
Well, okay, I was born in North Carolina, but then we grew up in Portsmouth, Virginia. And then, so I went to school there. Then I went into the Air Force. That was during the Vietnam era. So I left and went into the Air Force.
Well, thank you
And
for your
then
service.
oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. At that time, it wasn't a pleasure because we had the lottery going. So my number was coming up. That's why I went ahead and joined the Air Force. Now I'm thankful that I did, and I am glad. But I went to the military. Then after that, I worked for the State Department in Washington, D.C.
Oh, cool.
And that was a very interesting time in my life. After that, I ended up going over to Miami, and I worked at live theater for like 15 years.
Wow.
And that was incredible. Coconut Grove Playhouse.
Wow.
A
Well,
lot of fun.
what was your favorite part about? That's a pretty interesting piece of your history. Tell me something good from that era.
Oh gosh, I had the most incredible job. You would have loved it. I got to go to the airport and pick up the actors coming in to do the shows. So I would be right in the car with Lainey Kazan, Liza Minnelli,
Wow.
Tony Bennett. I mean, and you would get to meet people firsthand. So I would pick them up at the airport, take them to their hotels, get their rental cars for them, make them happy campers. And then we had all the opening nights, which was an incredible black tie nights. Honey, that's when the furs would come out over in Miami. The scent of mothballs filled the air.
Very, very cool. I love it. I love it. So you got
That
to
was
meet a
that
lot of
was a wonderful.
celebrities along the way, huh?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That was a wonderful thing. I had always told my mom, though, if she ever needed me to come home to North Carolina for something, that I would be willing to do that. So
Mhm.
it got to that point. My stepfather became ill. So mom called me and she said, Terry, I need you to come home. I said, let me get rid of this place. I'm home. So that's how I ended up back in North Carolina. And then my stepfather passed away. Mom and I had 5 years together. I worked with Walmart and Dollar Tree there in Carolina, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And then my mom passed away. So then I've been by myself in Carolina for like 25 years.
Wow.
So I was between two small towns, and it was good. I had a wonderful, wonderful church life. I went to three different churches. One church on Sunday morning, one church Sunday night, and another church on Wednesday night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had a nice big circle of friends, it sounds like, didn't you?
Yes, yes, indeed. But then sometimes, my health started going bad. I got emphysema, and so that can limit you to certain things.
Sure.
But I had, like I said, had a good church family and a good community family too there in Carolina. But all of my family had passed away up there, so that had lost its charm. So South Florida had my family here, my two sisters and their children, and my sister said, "This is where you belong."
That's
So,
great.
like I said, she came up there and got me, kicking and fighting, of course, you know how it
Yeah,
is.
she put you in line real quick, didn't she?
Hey, hey, you don't backtalk a big sister.
No, sir. No, sir. Well, I bet they're very happy to have you here, spending time with your family. Family comes first, so it's great that you made that decision. And I
Yes,
gotta
it
say,
is.
I love your accent. I hear it from people all the time about my Georgia accent. Your accent has got mine beat.
You know what? Isn't it funny how you can go into your accent when you want to?
Oh
You know
yeah.
how that is, y'all.
I know I can't get rid of mine, but it definitely gets worse when I talk to someone like you.
You know what I'm enjoying here? We have so many different people here in this building. Uh, People from Vermont, people from Minnesota, people from Washington. It's incredible. And the lives of just some of the people I've met,
Hmm.
just people that worked with NASA, people that were in the military with me. So
Wow.
there's so many different things going on,
What
and
would
and it's
what
go
would you
ahead.
say is your favorite part of living there? I mean, other than obviously meeting so many different peoples from so many different walks of life.
I got to be honest. I have a fabulous view. I look out on the marina. You got beautiful palm trees everywhere. Fort Myers is a very quaint town.
Yes, sir.
It's not too big. It doesn't have that Miami feeling.
No, I
Um,
agree with you 100% there. It is a very quaint town with shops just walking distance to where you live. You definitely have it good. You picked a good spot, Terry.
well, like I said, my sister picked it, and she lives right over here, about 5 minutes from me, and she has a shop downtown, the Funky Monkey,
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I know where that is. That's
at
awesome.
the Franklin shops. Yeah,
Very cool. Very cool.
yeah.
Well, a little shout out
But
to your sister there. We're all gonna have to go see her at Funky Monkey. What's her name?
D Caver, D Caver.
Okay. Dee, we're looking for you. We're coming to the Funky Monkey. Well,
But I can't say enough. During all of this stuff with the virus,
mhm.
this building, they have been so wonderful to us. We are so blessed that they have kept us healthy and safe. And like I told Ryan the other day, I went downstairs to check my mail, and before I turned around, one of the ladies had spray me and wipe my face and hands down and sanitize me.
You know what? That speaks volumes, Terry, because I think a lot of people are nervous about senior living because of COVID, but there's no safer place to be, quite frankly. They do your shopping for you, they feed you, they
Yes,
clean for you. So
yes.
thank you for debunking that myth that senior living is not safe during this time, because it certainly
Oh,
is.
no, no, no. No, it's very, very, in fact, we're the safest in the area.
And when you're living in senior living, it's almost like you're living with a bunch of your children that are there to take care of you, right?
Yeah, it really is. And we're children. We're just older children.
Exactly my point. Yes, sir. They are taking care of you. Well, I sure have enjoyed getting to know you, and I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show today, Terry.
Honey, my pleasure, my pleasure. And if you're ever over here, come on over.
You
Come on
know
over,
it.
have dinner with us.
And I will take you up on that as soon as we can.